So, for the past really year and a half, but certainly since September, we have been constructing our shared Unitarian Universalist house of belief. This started on November 5th, 2023, when in a sermon called, "What Do Unitarian Universalists Believe?" I went on to not answer that question at all. But we did have on the back of our order of service a picture of a house. And I gave you all some historical context about what Unitarians and Universalists and Unitarian Universalists used to believe. And then I asked you to write down what you believed. Because what we believe collectively has a whole lot to do with what each of us believe, right? Our theological house is one that is always being reconstructed. So, that said, I'm going to try to be a little declarative today, and we'll see how it goes. So, this house, this concept, is one that we did not get out of thin air, but was created by Reverend Dr. Rebecca Parker, who's one of our leading theologians and scholars in our Unitarian Universalist movement. She wrote a paper decades ago called UU Theology Within the House Metaphor. Pretty clear and explanatory, right? And then she came out with a book with Reverend John Burens called House for Hope, where they expanded on some of these concepts more deeply. And some of y'all were in a discussion group where you read and discussed this book this past year. So this house was our theme for this program year from September through May. Each month we were constructing a different part of the house. And today, well, I thought I was going to have the audacity of declaring what I think our Unitarian Universalist fellowship house is, but then our kids already did it, so that was amazing. Oh my goodness, they were so wise. So, here's my attempt of declaring what, after a year and a half of listening and to what you all believe and doing some reading and writing, here's what I think we might all agree upon as a structure of belief. And y'all can kind of tell me what you think, and we'll reconstruct. So, our foundation, we know, is what is the most important in the whole world, in all of life. We got love, we got everything, we got a whole bunch of things. Now, this is also the question of what is our relationship to the ultimate? And we know that amongst us, we have a lot of different theologies, right? We have Christians and Buddhists and Jewish folks and pagans and atheists and humanists. And we celebrate this diversity. And we say we care less about how we define whatever our ultimate is. We care less about whether we're a theist or a pantheist or a panentheist or an atheist or a humanist. But we care more about how we describe what is ultimate for us. That characteristic, that most important value, or that most important attribute of the divine. How's that sound? Does that sound right? Yeah, okay, great. And our kids already answered what's most important, so we don't have to do that again. Our walls, the why we are here and what holds us, is our covenant, right? The agreement of how we are together, that we believe it's less important what we believe and more important that we agree to act and be in a certain way together. We also think it's really important that we all choose to be here, right? None of us are required to be at a Unitarian Universalist fellowship, but we believe that we are better together, that we know more together, that we feel more together, and that we can be more together. And that's why we gather. What do we think? All right, cool. Now, our roof. This one, y'all might disagree with me on this one, but I'm going for it anyways. Our roof is what we're protected from and how we are protected. What we are protected from and how we are protected. Now, at the core, I believe that what we are protected from is isolation and separation. That might be a separation from ourselves, from others, from whatever is most ultimate to us. And what we are protected by is connection. It's connection to self, connection to one another, and connection to whatever is most ultimate to us. I got one thumbs up right away. How are you feeling about this one? Okay, all right, because there are some other things that we're protected from, but I'm like, this might be the core. All right, y'all are rolling with me. This is great. The thing is, it's all going to be irrelevant tomorrow, right? Because we're always growing and learning. But still helpful to declare where we are right now. Okay, windows is our relationship to the outside. We already got this one before. We relate to those outside of us through partnership, through relationship, through friendship, because we think that we're better together and can do more good, no more together. Elements. We didn't get to this one just because we didn't get to it. It wasn't right in the moment. But our elements, we have represented, someone actually crocheted this for our flower communion. Aren't these beautiful? Our flowers, our wind, our sun, etc. The elements that surround us, which we have defined together as spirit, mystery. And we believe that spirit can be accessed anywhere if we're open to it and wanting it. And we also believe that when we worship together, here or elsewhere, when we gather in a meeting or maybe in the parking lot or the bathroom, we can find spirit there, right? Spirit can be wherever we gather together. Yeah? All right. Now the last one, our door, our goal, our endpoint, you already clapped for. We want to love the hell out of this world, right? We believe that we can make more heaven right here on earth right now. There we go. Now, we know that this construction will be incomplete, that will be changing. And we also know that it's so crucial to be declaring who we are right now. Because knowing who we are, being rooted in the gifts of our Unitarian Universalism, helps us feel calm and centered and grounding amidst a chaotic world. And it helps us to live out our values whenever we are within and outside of these walls. So let's together be rooted in these times, have clear minds, hearts, and spirits, so together we can have clear and focused actions. Amen. May it be so, and may we all make it so.